If you're on your way to being, you're on your route, you're being, to being successful, you're working on your shit.
Yeah, right.
Hard, whatever. And yeah, watch football.
Yeah,
but
do
if you're
whatever
a
fuck you
bum,
want. Yeah.
yeah, get off the couch. And people are like, oh, watching football is good for me. It's like, you're not listening.
Yeah, right.
That was good. I got exactly what you're saying. Because I haven't watched football in this is the first time I watched football straight season since I played football.
Dude, it's really rare to talk to an entrepreneur, and they we have all kinds of guests on the show.
Yeah.
We have former Mr. Olympia, we have all kinds of people on the show, and I'll say, hey, how's it going, man? How you doing with your time, or what's been going on? They're not like, man, I've been deep in this video game, man, it's sick, or man, have you seen the Niners? They're not all hyped up.
Yeah.
They might be watching some UFC, they might be watching some sports here and there, but not investing all their time into that and not doing anything else.
Impossible.
Yeah, you'll never see that.
Yeah, I had this. So it ended up being an occipital neuralgia. Have you heard of that before?
No.
It's fucking stupid. I slept. You can get it just freak, like sleeping on your neck wrong or whatever. And basically, it's a flare-up of occipital nerve, and it's probably the worst pain I've had in my entire life. I had 15 milligrams of morphine. Did nothing to it. Fentanyl was the last thing they did to bring it down, but basically it's a flare-up.
Behind the ear?
Behind the ear. It's basically occipital nerve.
Have you ever noticed it on both sides before?
No.
You've never noticed it before?
No, so I slept I passed out like this on my couch, and I woke up and I'm like, my neck hurts. And then I went snowboarding the same day, put some, Voltaren on it, and then it got worse. During the game, I was sitting there watching it, I'm stiff the entire time. Game's done, I'm like, I'm going to sleep. And this pain is like someone stabbing the back of my neck. It felt like someone was going like this and then twisting it and pulling it out every heartbeat. And then my chest started feeling heavy. So I'm like, okay, this isn't just a stiff neck. So I called the ambulance, or 811, whatever. Long story short, found out that's what it was. I got tested. My heart's great. My enzymes are great. My heart is great. Everything's probably fine. This thing was just some freak bullshit happened. So my neck's still kind of stiff.
Yeah.
Which is but I could up until yesterday, this was.
You couldn't turn your head.
I was like this, I was kind of doing the Kermit thing.
Oh yeah, I hate that. I hate when your neck's stiff
it's the worst, but yeah, I couldn't move. It was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you wear earbuds?
I do.
You wear them quite a bit?
Not as often because they're just, it kills your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear them I have both. I'll switch on from I'll do maybe 3-ish weeks of one, then I'll do a month of the other, or I just won't even wear them at all.
Yeah, I bought just ones that have straight cord.
Yeah.
Because I just read up on some information. It's sort of like you're microwaving your head a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't let the air. It doesn't when you have music go in. I'm a musician, so I want my ears.
Right.
So
I saw you DJing and stuff. That's cool.
One of the things I like doing, but.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So I was watching, I was reading a bunch of stuff on it, watching programs, and the earbuds block your ear.
Yeah.
When you listen to music or anything, it's supposed to go in and out. That's how the sound transfers. So you have headphones in, you're corking your ear.
Right.
And it's just blasting your eardrums and not letting the air go out, and it makes it way worse.
Right. Yeah, and on top of that, you also have you got the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth and everything else, and it's I don't profess to know a ton about that stuff, but my brother had tinnitus in his ears. His ears were ringing all the time, and he wears those things a lot. And then I kind of noticed I would get behind the ear. I would have pain right back here.
Yeah. Okay.
It just started hurting. It was flared up or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of these things and see if it makes any difference.
Yeah.
And it hasn't flared up since then.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's direct correlation, but I'm
Most
that's enough evidence for me to just discontinue that.
Yeah, most likely. That's kind of my approach with most things. If it's something that's going on, I'm like, what's the solution? Get rid of it, and if it mitigates whatever changes, it's hey, perfect. It's that.
So you placed 5th at the 212 Olympia.
Massive.
I like that. Still, that's sick. When was that?
This August. I did it without gear either.
With who?
I'm dead fucking serious. No one believes me, still, I don't give a fuck.
With what?
Gear free.
Oh, gear free. Yeah.
Yeah. I just did no TRT, peptides, nothing. I just came off from 2 years ago, and
yeah,
I was too fucking.
How did you
65.
feel during that? If you're not on gear and you're prepping and you took gear before?
Amazing.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucking.
Well, so like here's the thing. When I the last time I did gear during COVID, I was prepping for the Cali Pro Open.
Yeah.
My goal is to put on another 5-7 pounds, make it to Olympia hopefully by 40.
Yeah.
And then like give myself like another, because I needed another 5-7 pounds, like most it up here. I was like with the Megan, with not Tyler, Steve and Sandy.
Yeah.
That was a thing. So I was like, and then COVID happened, and then I'm like, well, I can't do anything now.
Right.
So I was like, I came off of everything, went down to like 150. I did like a TRT dose.
Yeah.
So I was on that for 2 years. So when I came off, it wasn't like I was coming off of like 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference. But like my like prep wise, it was, my head was, that's what kind of, it was, that was a head fuck for me. Was like my mental health was on. Like I was like, last week, last few months of prep, I'm fucking crying for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm worked up with something,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But the thing is, for me, I think it's just the big thing was coming off of like naturally being on a lower dose, and then when you come off completely, it's not a big jump for your body, right?
Yeah.
It's not a recovery process as much as it would be from going on, 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
So you competed on stuff as well in the past, yeah.
Thank God, yeah. Yes. Yeah. I did the.
Probably nice to not have all those variables in there, because like you're taking all these shots and shit. I mean,
it was the what I realized the most was the AIs, the fat burners, like the things that were like that affect your mental health the most, right? Like hormonally and fat wise, you're basically getting rid of it. Nutrition wise, through diet you're getting rid of your fat, through your cardio getting rid of your fat, and then you're taking like Clen, then you're taking like a T3, and then you're doing Proviron, and then whatever AIs to get rid of your estrogen, and then your body just like do that and then sustain all of this fucking muscle for weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that not having that part in there was like, it was kind of a head fuck for me. I was like, why am I feeling not
even the
crazy?
feeling of that for 3 days or 4 days is hard.
It's hard.
So to do it for multiple weeks is brutal.
And weeks and for years.
Yeah, right.
Like I did 15, I think 15.
Like, I'm gonna take a break, and someone takes a break for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, there's this other show. This other show's gonna be sick."
It's not a break. It's It's like pedaling a little slower.
Yeah.
You're basically doing like HIIT training with your heart.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'll follow lead. You guys do whatever.
So which look did you like? Did you like the look that you had when you were natural or enhanced?
I can't say I was completely natural. Like I definitely was not on anything, but
You were off stuff for 6 months, 8 months.
I was off for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was off for the last time I went on was I came off October like 20th, 2022.
So which physique did you like better, the 2-year natty or the
2-year natty still looked pretty good because I got a ton of muscle on you. I was on my way down from 260.
Oh shit, you were 260?
I was 270. I was 270 when I peaked.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
That's amazing. What's up, man?
Nice finally meet you, brother.
He was 270. You just said, like, holy, like fuck. That's
So I was in.
That's big.
So when I came off, it's not like I came off for like a 230 and then lost. I'm 220 now and I'm not doing anything. Like I'm not taking anything, but I'm also not really working that hard to keep it on either.
Not taking anything as you're only taking like one thing right now, or you're actually not on anything?
I'm on 0. I'm on no TRT. I can't get TRT legally in Canada. So that means I gotta go through like a source, which I can easily get one, but I just don't because I don't need it, and I feel really good.
Yeah. Look at the size of your legs still. Jesus.
I've looked this way for years.
Time out. I don't not like.
I'm like, no. You're like, oh yeah, I like that.
Well, it's just easier to have. I can relate to him. Yeah, I like to have these conversations because he just told me he is black, but he he told me that he placed 5th at the 212 Masters Olympia. He didn't take anything.
For 2 years.
So that's pretty fucking, that's
Yeah, but I
sick.
feel like also like I started training at 11 with a coach. My uncle was a professional tennis coach, and he was an all-Canadian football player. So I had a coach right from the start. So I've been training serious since.
What's Canadian football? Is that a joke?
Pardon me? Canadian football?
Canadian football. What is that? I'm just messing with you.
I'm just like being honest. Like, where I'm from, I'm from Windsor, so like right across from Detroit.
Yeah, Canadian football. I'm thinking like,
So
was that hockey?
We played American team. We played Detroit's team and whatnot. But,
Yeah.
We had good competition. We have Tyrone Crawford's from Windsor, Luke Wilson. We had a bunch of athletes. So I've always trained and so when it comes to like holding muscle, yeah, I'm genetically gifted, and I got like 30 fucking years of training. So I'm an old guy, man. I'm 40.
So is gear that important then? Because I'll be honest, right now I'm in prep, and I was supposed to be taking only 2 things, test and primo. I didn't end up getting primo, and I've been milking test 200 milligrams for this whole prep, and I feel fucking fine. Huh?
What's going on?
Because I don't know.
What's going on over here? He's the guru. Over
Yeah.
Here. He knows.
I'm trying to prove to a natty that I'm still on that high of a dose.
I tell you now, you do not have to take that much. If you are gifted enough to grow muscle, like you don't need.
Yeah, I've tried 3 compounds. I told myself I'd never try tren, never try any of this aggressive type of stuff. So I don't know.
Terrible because no matter what, I would get the cough.
No, that's the worst.
I get a cough every single time, and I get violent coughs. Yeah, like I'd be like, as soon as I put it in, I'd be like, fuck, and then I'd be like, could be 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you so somebody told me one time, they're like, oh, if that happens, just cough and it will like go away. Never again would I ever do that, because once you start coughing, you have a coughing fit, and you can't stop. The weird thing with shit like that too is like no one knows why that happens.
There you go. Come from here. Feel a pull from
Why the hell is that? Like you inject something, you start coughing from it. It's so weird.
I'd be on the ground like, and then like show it like it might be blood here and there. It could be just and then my wife would.
Bad sign altogether. If you say something and it needs to cough, that's a sign.
It happened to me the first time when no one told me.
Or that's how you know it's
no one
real.
told me how that was supposed to feel, or that I was going to even get a cough, and I got the cough by myself in an apartment. And then I remember when I injected and pulled it out, that's the first time I seen blood squirt on my leg, and I was like, blood squirt. I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And that was the last time I did it. That prep, it was my first prep. I was like, I'm done. But the first time I took it, I'm like, this is stupid.
I think you kind of. You don't associate steroids with like, it's not in the same category as other drugs.
No.
But you end up being a druggie.
Yeah.
You end up being addicted to drugs.
That's for me, I literally started bodybuilding when I finished addiction counseling. So my approach to
you just went right into another addiction.
My approach to it was very I was very scared of it.
Yeah.
So I gradually got to a point. I hated always steroids. Like it comes to like discipline or like prioritizing shots and stuff. I hated every bit of it. I loved the results, but I hated it. It wasn't something I enjoyed whatsoever. Something I can easily just like stop doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like another. Bodybuilding was the addiction.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Right.
But it had that good level of like discipline, and it kind of forces you to have more like self-awareness and whatnot. If you can control the shit mentally, you can really fucking get the best out of the sport. If you don't, you're gonna go on a roller coaster of a
What was the
lifetime.
difference in physiques, you think, that when you were 2 years off versus?
My skin was way better. Like 1,000 times better. If you looked at pictures, you'd see how much healthier I looked. And
so in a way, you look better in the
well, it's I mean, like
2 years
like
natty picture.
Bob Chick was like, oh, if he would have came in a little leaner, he probably would have won this thing. I'm like, I'm not on anything.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe like it's like we go through so much turmoil with our bodies. Like they're in a heightened state of stress. You're dieting, you're doing cardio, then you're putting stuff in your body, and you're trying to tell your body to look good. So if you can like lessen the effects of the trauma or like the chaos, the more harmony your body has, the better physique it's going to put out.
Last one. Ooh.
How old are you?
That felt good.
Young. Man.
Youngster.
And you think it's young until you're like, dummy from Baltimore Flowers is like 23. Like, half the guys you watch on Sunday are like,
Yeah,
are
I
your
know,
age.
I know, right?
That's why I love people say like, Sam said like he's such a kid. I'm like, you guys realize that your sports you're watching,
Yeah.
they're all like he'd be considered like a vet almost. You know, like
Even some of these guys have been in the league for 10 years. They're still only like 28 or 29, 30.
You're going in at like 21, you're like, oh, you're 30. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's going to retire soon. He's 30 years old. Like,
Right. That felt good. That was that first set where you get all that warmth.
Yeah.
That feels good. There we go. Good control. A lot of times people in a rush, and they don't think about doing the weight smoothly. There's a lot of different ways to lift. But controlling it
Ready?
is really critical. And then if you spot somebody, I think it's better to start spotting them early.
Damn it, I was holding my
totally
dick,
dead,
that's why.
so you can squeeze more out of these.
Two.
Nice work. Most of your training, you like to kind of, brush up against like maybe like a technical failure. Like, you're not going to be lifting all wacky, but every once in a while, maybe a drop set or super set and get after it a little bit.
I'll add set intensifiers all the time, but I'll keep my form as that's a constant.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing a drop set, it'll be till failure, technical failure. Mm-hmm. But like it's my shoulders, like my body's fucked.
Yeah.
So like if I try it, it's like I'm gonna feel it in my shoulder like instantly.
Yeah, it's like a negative input. The way I look at it,
Yeah.
I don't think your body really needs it. Maybe in the beginning, from like a mental side, you can make an argument of like, yeah, it's good to go for it when you're young, here and there.
Yeah.
But still, a young guy can do it way too often.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're killing your own gains because you're gonna end up with like a training hangover.
Yeah.
You got to think about tomorrow at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Just think about tomorrow a little bit.
Yeah. People realize that like
not a lot, but just a little.
If I'm only training chest today, tomorrow's back. It's like if you annihilate yourself for chest, it's gonna affect you during back too.
Yeah.
Like understand that. Like people don't think that.
I mean, how long does it take to recover from annihilating a body part like chest? I'm going to take to be 100% recovered, it might take a week or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it might take a lot longer than we think, and we think we're just going to lift the next day and do a different body part, and we're going to be totally fine.
Well, like posture-wise, if you're looking at, chest, if I'm doing this the entire time pressing and I'm pressing to failure, I'm like, ugh. Well, tomorrow when I'm doing back, I still have to be like this.
Yeah, right.
Or I'm doing chest support or whatever it is, my posture still has to be here, so I'm too tired from yesterday. I'm like, oh, it hurts to do this, and then you're like trying to posture up and row. It 100% affects you, 100%. Yeah,
my chest is pretty fried from yesterday, yeah.
I got to train with Eric Janicki tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
He trains very similar to myself. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like how much can you kill yourself going control as you possibly can.
Yeah, right.
And then like riding the load to where it just kind of you're like teetering on stupidity. But yeah.
It's also a little annoying to train there. You know, I think that people don't want to maybe take the time to do it. It's a little bit like, you know, with powerlifting is even that way, even more so, because you do your 5x5 and none of those 5 sets, the reps should ever look poor at all.
Yeah, yeah.
All of the reps should look very, very quality.
Yeah.
And you're not even necessarily going to a technical limit.
Yeah.
You know, if you got the right 5x5 and then the next week you maybe add a little bit of weight or you drop out a rep and add a set type thing. But in powerlifting, you are probably more realistically at like you're around a 6 or a 7 a lot of times in terms of your rate of perceived effort almost or exertion. It shouldn't, the 8s and 9s and stuff, you can do them, but they're useful.
Yeah.
But the recovery from them sucks. So you got to be careful how often you do them.
Yeah, yeah.
So what is that style that you're talking about?
It's just honestly, it's just like
high volume. Or
I wouldn't say it's even high volume, more so just like your regular basics, like it's hypertrophy. You're just like we look at like just volume, like building muscle volume, longer sets, less, like moderate load, 85-ish, maybe 75% of rep max. And then riding the eccentric load, understand like where you're gonna get the most muscle recruitment, you're gonna get into the lengthen part of the lift. So like the slow negative to the length, and then doing that as long as you can is gonna help you build muscle. Then progressively overloading that. Right, you can, it's this basic hypertrophy and
the length, people don't realize sometimes that the distance that you cover is a huge part of the math. It's a huge part of volume.
Yeah, distance. It's like distance and duration and load. If you simplify it down to
duration being like the amount of time under tension.
Exactly. Like whether it's a minute or 30 seconds. Whatever it is, and then like the load on that, and the and the distance is going to go from like how far you're moving the weight.
Right. And if you just go like 5, each set takes 5 seconds, you do approximately 8 to 10 reps, you're in like a 40 to 50 second range.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like about appropriate-ish. You can modify the tempo whatever way you want.
Yeah, and that's it. Just like it's over. Like I almost say, just like overemphasizing the tempo,
just controlled.
The descent to the length.
Yeah, because I listened to a podcast that he was on, and everything was like about time under tension. So, but I was just asking because everything's like is it high volume, low volume? That debate is everywhere. I see like Dorian Yates versus Jay Cutler.
Sounds like you're in the middle.
Yeah,
like you use a little bit of both, right?
Yeah. It's really what it is. It's like you can build muscle in any range. Right, it's just like the less time, the longer it's going to take you to build a muscle. Right, I can train really heavy all the time, but I'm not going to be able to do that as often. And I'll still build muscle, but I'm not going to be able to do it as often. So I'm not going to build it as fast. So like your happy medium is basically kind of like finding that like middle ground of flirting with a load that's heavy enough that you can ride for a duration, and keep your muscle under that stretch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like I say, like at least 5. So at least 5 reps.
Yeah. So then when it comes to failure, because there's I listen to everybody, like Mike Israel, all these other people. When it comes to like training, would you consider that training till failure? Because normally
that would be, if you were on your own, you would have got those other 2 reps. So I 100% would be failure. If you're on your own, failure is not being able to achieve what this looks like with this weight. So if you have to start moving your body to get the weight up, you're going past failure a bit, but you're using more muscle, I would say.
Yeah.
Or here it's like, when he can no longer do this exact same look, then that's failure. Okay. I'll be up, you go on. Good. Good. Push. Good.
One more.
You got it. There you go. That's it.
Whoa, that felt awesome. Thank you.
Can you flare your lats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you use them when you do these.
Oh, like throw them out when I'm
on the way down.
Pressing. I don't know. Yeah, I never do shoulder presses, so any advice is good.
Yeah. It's,
yeah, kind of. Push them to kind of protect the shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, so because when you're doing that, you're basically like setting your shoulder.
Right.
Right. So when I saw it when it go down, I'm like, okay, your shoulders, and then you can see you're not.
My shoulder was like forward on that one side.
So when you're here, it's almost like this kind of doesn't really go out of alignment.
Got it.
So I'm always thinking about like the other parts of what.
Yeah, engaging the opposite side.
Yeah. 70. I would do that. As soon as my ego starts creeping in, I'm gonna fucking step on his ass. What is that? What is it, last time? 60 or 50?
Oh, we use 60.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go. There you go. Good control. What Johnny was having me do, he was actually giving me pretty good help on the way up after I got fatigued. Yep. Yep, last one here. There you go.
Thank you.
Those are the sets that get you.
Yeah. I find if you just play with the weight, you know what I mean? Like I always think of controlling every part of the rep, and then just playing with that and making it as hard as you can, and then I feel like you probably make just as much progress, even more, than just kind of like throwing the weight up.
Yeah.
Because you kind of if you think about it, you're kind of just reacting. You're just so focused on getting the weight up.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
I'm thinking about when I do presses, I feel like I'm doing.
How you guys doing?
And over a press. So I'm trying to pull myself up. Because you basically are anyway, right? No muscles push. They all pull. Right? Your shoulder pulls, your chest pulls, your bicep pulls, your tricep pulls. The push is the direction.
Way different than what I've been doing. I'm gonna try to do the reps like you then, and go.
It'll feel just as heavy as the 80s.
Yeah.
Just play with it. Try and control it. As soon as the elbows break, you're controlling it on the way down.
Okay.
Right? And you're a bodybuilder, so flare those lats. Keep them flared. Make it hard. Feel it stretch. Focus on the delt. Feel yourself, feel your delt, pull everything in. There, yeah. There you go. There you go. Good shit. Drive. Good. That's it. Let's get 3. 1. Pull it down. Flare lats. Chest up. There you go. Flare lats. There you go. 1 more. Good. Relax. Come on. There you go. There you go. Got it. Good.
Yeah, that felt way better. How do you feel about partial reps then? Because I saw a video you did on triceps, and you were doing full range into partials, but then I know you've done videos with Mike Israetel too, and isn't he like, once you can't do a full rep in the full range?
We all change our shit all the time, but based on what's current and studied, right? So partials are good. What part of the partial makes the most sense, right? We're always going to try and stay in the lengthened part. So I'm doing a lengthened partial. If you're gonna do a partial, pause. Stop doing that. But right, if I'm gonna do a lengthened partial from here, same thing. Fuck sakes, we're doing this, right? So if I'm full rep and then I'm here, this partial is better than this partial, right? Because this is what's going to give us more, obviously muscle recruitment and growth is in that lengthened part. When your muscles in a stretch, lengthened load, and you're pulling it, that's where you're getting your stretching, rather than being already shortened and being like this. Right? So it's good to use both. Yeah. Like if you're doing a set, like, you know, if you want to finish off your set and you can't do anymore, you do like, you know, long length partials. You asked me that 5 years ago, I was already kind of naturally doing it, but not for much more of a purpose of just like getting the weight up. Yeah. Or, it's like, it's not even really a recent thing, more so just like, just a more talked about thing. Right. Yeah. I think just find like efficiency is like, what's the best way to train for yourself that you're gonna build the most? Drive. And then like, stay away from injury. Drive, good. Drive, nice. That's it, big lats, you got it. There you go. Nice. Good.
One more.
Drive, push. Good, lats. Good. Nice.
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah.
Falling apart there at the end. Woo. That eccentric part. Rough.
And every once in a while, it's not like it's like a one size fits all. If you want to throw weight around, go ahead and throw weight around. Just be under control. It's like a haymaker is still a controlled punch. Right? Jab's quick as fuck, but it's still controlled. Right? So I think of like fast reps being the same thing, right? So, and you can only really, I would say, get there by like...
A lot of things are feel too, like if something's feeling good.
Yeah, 100%.
And you got the pump and you're squeezing just right.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's very, very individual and very like... That's why I like training. It's very self-aware. You gotta... Most of my coaching is being like aware of what your body's doing. Yeah. You know, like if you can't feel the lactic acid build up in your shoulders during press, I don't know what the fuck where your brain's at.
Give him a spot, Kenny. Yeah. Yep. Yep, there you go.
Yep. 2. Yep. One more.
Good set.
Oh, you fucking...
Yeah, we'll have him pick. You get to pick the next exercise.
What?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go dumbbell laterals. High. Yeah. Do them straight. So do them seated. Here, no momentum to failure. And get up. And then mechanical drop set and like a push.
And you can get a little body English.
Yeah.
Wait, so do it seated, then stand up and do them?
Do it seated, no momentum. Hands up to here. Right? And then once you go to failure, stand up, a little body English, a little hinge, and we're gonna kind of push weight away. This is a man that knows. Try to use no body English on there at all. There you go. Feel the stretch from the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Nice. Come on. As soon as you can't get high, stand up. There you go.
And come in front or still to the side?
So I keep it in front of you like this. Like that, yeah. And it's right up. Right. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good. 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 2. Good.
Woo! That'll get you going. That was great. Brutal. It's amazing, you know, when you do shit right, you don't have to do a lot.
No. No. I'm gonna coach you up a bit, buddy. Here. So I want to be here and
chest up.
And I want to be here. I want to get this as wide as I can. I don't have to be.
Yeah.
I don't have to be here.
Right.
Maybe a little angle here.
I see.
But like a punch, and just extending it out to here. Right.
So
we're still working delt. I don't want to be here. I want to be here.
So it's a side lateral raise, but you are a little bit.
Yeah.
You're even with the quads, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we're flying a lot more, like when I get here, and up to here. So we want to make sure shoulder, elbow, fist on the same plane. So we minimize this and minimize this. So we're really like just holding ourselves like this by delta flaring. Now I'm loading it. So I'm gonna do from here. I'm gonna stay up, and this is my constant.
My shoulders feel crazy right now.
Here and up, and then I can see a stretch at the bottom.
So would you say the cue that everybody throws out, which is lead with your elbows, is that still what you're kind of doing, or no? Because usually I was taught to do like somebody's pulling your elbows and they, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
not
definitely.
so much like this, but when I try it like this, the pump is a lot better.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot more sense.
There you go.
Yep.
You got a tank top?
Huh?
Do you have a tank top?
No, but I can pose after
Turn
this.
it into a tank top. You probably just do it. You probably do it shirtless, that way you can really
They
see
might
your
have
shoulders.
They might have a... Actually, I might have a tank top in my car. Yep.
Fuck. So like,
It's amazing you feel it in your whole body, you know?
yeah. Well, just focus on like this part of your body here is an extension of this. So don't manipulate everything with this part. This is attached to here. So see your arms straight now, flex, bend a little bit. There you go. Keep that same posture. Chest up. There you go. Now pull out. Exactly. We don't have to pause. I just want you to focus on being like completely like, on the same plane, aligned. Right, go ahead. And back down. Stretch to the bottom, up. Exactly. So now you're pulling with this and stretching with this only. Yeah, hell yeah. Good. Tight core, like push from the ground into your stomach. There you go. Stretch.
Yep.
Let everything relax. Let your chops relax. Push down. There you go. Up. Almost reach. Stretch. There you go. There you go. Good. Once you can't get up here anymore, stand up. That's it. Come on.
There you go, Kenny.
There you go. Head up, look right in your mirror. There you go. Straighten there. There you go. That's it. Come on. Drive. There you go. Now, same posture. We're going to kick him out. I want you to try and touch your hand to the back to the room. Like push. Everything's pushing right out.
So in
Same,
front?
No, right in front of you. Just like this. Just like this. This is going to come the same way. But you're going to reach your shoulders and your elbow. Everything's going to reach.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Use a little English. Push him out. There you go. There you go.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. That's it. There's the blood. You're done.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He's like, you're toast.
God.
Yeah. And you guys both did them great. When you get up, you might think, I got more reps. I got some body notion. You're like, wait, I can't get hooked more. So we want to use, it's almost like a little bit of a kettlebell swing. Right? I'm thinking that kind
Use
of
the lower body a little bit.
Just a little bit of momentum to help up. That's all I want is to be able to get here and then ride the length down. Just put as much tension on my muscles as I can.
And using the body English to get that to still be able to get that eccentric.
Yeah.
And you could also, I suppose you could also just drop the weight. Like you can go to like a lighter weight.
Yeah.
And be more strict if you are the form and technique police.
It's me, I'm here.
The technique police coming after everybody.
So this one earmarks, trying to get you on, like almost like think about like this looking in the mirror. Like if I could put this.
Oh, the flat part?
I should be able to put your dumbbell in the mirror like this.
Got it.
So it should be riding up near like that. And it's gonna force you to open up even more. There you go. Nice. Push right from the floor. Feel ground pushing, chest up. There you go. Drive it up. Nice. Keep reaching out. There you go. You got it. Come on. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on.
Yep.
Drive. That's it. There you go. I was reach up, touch. There you go. Same width. Same width. There you go. Reach a little wider. That's it. Push. There you go. Push. There you go. Push. 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 Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Crushing me. Feels really good. Yeah.
Pump increased as usually when I go to like do those shitty reps, it kind of just hurts. But since you cut me, I felt like I could have done a little bit more, but the form wouldn't be as good.
Yeah.
So you cut me off, the pump is like.
Even like if you can do a little more, like add like throw the fucking 2.5s on. It doesn't have to be like a 5, 10, 15 increase.
Right.
It could be just that little, right? Or be more efficient in your rep. You can be even more perfect in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I think like when you go to those bad reps, the reason I don't feel as much is because like you're calling in more to the party to help. So now your traps are doing more
Right.
more lift with this, right? And then you're just hucking it up, and you're not really. You're kind of taking a piece of the pie that's on the shoulders. Now it's like the piece part's getting cut off.
Yeah. No,
Right,
that makes
and
sense. I've never had a pump where it's just this.
So
flat.
direct, yeah.
It's just right here.
Yeah, so direct.
It's crazy. I'm gonna do one more set and get pumped.
All this right here, this is
And then
bodybuilding. This is how you get it done. You notice he's going all the way down, going up as high as he can. And there's not much of a pause anywhere. He's just trying to continue to move those weights.
oh yeah,
Keeping that tension.
Great pump.
Nice. Yep. There you go. Yep. Follow through. Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah. Good set, man. Good job.
Good ass physique under there. It's being hidden right now.
Oh, he looked. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second.
No, not
You
yet.
have
take it
to.
off, man.
You
Not
have
yet,
to.
not yet.
Yeah, you have to.
I
Come on.
need to pose
It's
after
been an
this.
hour of pump cover right
I'm
there.
getting the
Jeez
pump.
Christ.
I look a little bit.
I know, but we need it for the video, bro. It's not all about you. It's about the fans.
Right?
The fans need to
only
see those nipples.
Fans.
You're gonna have this guy travel all the way from Canada and have him not see your nipples? I mean, come on.
Bullshit.
You know how many nipples he's seen? There we go.
Too many. Come on. You know when you can. You know the depth. You know the height. Come on. Don't cheat yourself. You know the height. There you go. Good. Reach. Yeah, reach. Reach that. Reach that. Reach out. That's it. Yeah. There you go. Reach. That's it. Reach.
Yep.
Reach. Reach. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it does get to be ridiculous at a certain point. You're like,
You think you can't.
there's nothing left.
You're throwing a noodle off.
I always hated that about triceps. Like
Yeah.
for some reason, when the triceps are done, like you could die.
Yeah.
Like they don't work anymore.
They stop.
You're cranking, you're doing good. Everyone's like, yeah, man, keep going. And you're like,
like click.
just
Done.
yeah, it's just over with. Oh, he's gonna check it out.
You're a pro?
No,
Not yet.
not yet. No,
What do you-
I'm trying.
He's
I've
only
done one
competed.
show.
He's only competed once.
What class? With the bodybuilding or classic?
Last time I won both, but I don't really know.
You don't know what you are yet. You can do both. If you're in that weight limit, but you have I do look good, man.
Thank you.
You think this guy's some pro material?
100%. I mean, your legs aren't that big. You're classic. You're fine.
His legs are pretty fucking jacked.
We'll check
yeah.
the
Yeah, I would
legs.
assume so.
I haven't done quads in
Uh-oh, he's taking all his clothes off. This happens to poor Johnny everywhere he goes.
Oh, like doctors are crazy. You powerlift, obviously.
I did power lift.
Yeah, make sure you flex that back too. When's your show?
10 weeks out. Yeah. 10 weeks out.
Kids these days.
I hope you're one of the guys like, I feel fat, feel blood. If you say any of that shit.
He feels fat every once in a while.
If you do, bro, like someone's gonna slap you.
I do. That's why I didn't take my shirt off on the lateral raises, because my stomach would go like that.
We're gonna stop that right now. Right? We're gonna stop that right now, right, buddy? It's 10 weeks out. You're only 8%. Chill out. You look great.
Thank you.
Own it.
Thank you.
If anyone sits like this, it's gonna look bad, bro.
There's gonna be some chub.
I look so fat. It's like I hate this when I do this. No one does that.
That's true.
Like you should be up and stretch. You're like you're fine. You look good, man.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, nice. 22.
Anything in particular, like with the way that you see that he's built, like posing wise, or like, is there something you think he could do?
I could show you posing
in terms of
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's finish out the shoulders, and we'll end with some of that.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. I love that. I love fucking.
Because I'd imagine you're probably like in your head, you're probably thinking, hey, there's 4 or 5 things this guy could do.
100%.
To help, with
100%.
the physique that he already has, right?
100%. Yeah. We're gonna do just one arm.
We don't have the
way.
reverse pec deck here. Oh shit.
Whatever way you think.
Or face pulls.
Face pull's not a bad one.
Do we got a long? You got a long?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Face pulls. The dual shake strap one is good too.
This long one,
I
probably.
think I got a
right?
pair of those shoes being sent to my place
Bebo?
next week. Yeah, that exact color. I'm pretty sure I did.
Usually go about like head height. Is that usually where you like to put it for a face pull?
Yeah.
You do. I'm sure you do variations.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
different
if I'm doing like mostly like rear delt, I'm gonna keep it here.
Mm-hmm.
If I want some traps, I'll lower it. If I want a little bit of the back, I'll hide it. Raise it.
Oh, you're right.
And then I'm gonna, again, like stretch. Right, this is where I want it. You want your traps, rear delt, solid. So here.
It's an interesting thing with bodybuilding. It's like you describe the exercise or you tell someone to do the exercise, and they could be doing a totally different exercise.
Yeah. And think, really, what am I doing?
What do you mean?
I'm doing a back delt bicep,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to externally rotate at the top as much as you can,
That makes
because you're gonna hit your delt that much more too.
So is that a real thing that bodybuilders do? They pick exercises that mimic a pose? Because I've heard people. I've heard
The smart ones.
Yeah, I think I heard Doug talk about that actually. Like certain exercises that put you in the same position as like a back double bicep, or I don't know.
If you like what's really good about bodybuilders is like, that's why I asked like Mark, can you flare your lats, which you obviously can.
Yeah.
If you can't flare your lats, there's no way you're training back when you train back. It's impossible. You might be pulling it,
Yeah.
but it's probably most likely going to be like biceps and traps.
Yeah.
Because I get it all the time. Like, I can't feel my back.
That was me for 2 years, and then I figured out, how to flare my lats, and I started to make my back less small.
Try and drive your fingers behind too. Like, try and get them the same. Try and get them like.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like up and back more.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's feeling this guy pull. Yeah. Nice. Just go to this, can't go. Right, you see his delt?
Yeah.
Right, you get it lengthened. So this is your lengthened for your delt, right?
Yeah.
Lengthened, shortened, right?
Yeah. That makes sense.
You might need a little bit more weight. Maybe like.
Yeah, nice.
Damn, that's harder than it looks when you do that.
Yeah. And just practicing, you know, what you do on stage.
Yeah.
Oh. There you go. Keep your chest, keep your shoulders, chest up. There you go. Even your back. There you go. All right, get back to the bicep. Your shoulders are down. There you go. Don't be scared to bring these in too, right? There you go. Now get those fists a little closer to the head. There you go. Keep your shoulders down. Good. Think of when it comes back, the chest is going up. Opening up. Yeah, there you go. There. How does this guy's shirt go back on?
Right? Mike's like a little block. He's fucking thick, man.
He's a brick.
Ball.
Yeah.
He's like the Thing.
He's funny, man. He's
You know,
funny.
he was like, he's like his shape like a triceratops. I looked at him like, holy fuck, that's pretty accurate. You do look like.
Some of his meals are question. Do you see his meals on Instagram?
You know, people don't understand like nutrition. Like it's.
That's what I want to ask you about.
I don't like giving some answers because it gives people like it gives the weak-minded people like I'm not saying weak, but like people like, oh, I can eat junk food. Like when it comes down to it, you will find zero physiological changes. And I shouldn't say zero. If you have more carbs, you're gonna have more like water. Your whole water, 2 to 3 grams of water per gram of carb, regardless of that. But if I had like if you prepped on the right amount of protein, but like your carbs were from Pop-Tarts, you got enough protein of Pop-Tarts, you would see physiological minimal changes between that and like protein and rice, right? The biggest difference you're gonna feel is your digestion and then your cognitive health. That's where it actually plays.
And you also might have a hard time with discontinuing eating the Pop-Tarts or eating things that are like Pop-Tarts.
So apart from like the obvious things that are gonna help, they're gonna, you know, spike your sugar being in a deficit and want to eat more Pop-Tarts, of course. But like you will look the same if that, like, you know, essentially you look the same. But again, it comes down to it. No one can eat like that on a diet at all and sustain that healthy. That's where your EDs come from, right? I can eat Pop-Tarts and protein and like, yeah, sure. And then you're also probably, you know, cheating and everything else. And yeah. But like the best thing is too, is stick to a like, you know, good whole food diet, you know.
So if somebody prepped and if somebody did you're saying I could do a whole entire prep where my pre-workout meal was like 6 ounces of chicken and a Pop-Tart was my carb source with however much fat. And if I just did that the whole prep and didn't overeat or binge, that works?
Yeah, if it didn't cause you to do anything stupid, like you're like, if you think about it, like that's not a bad idea for like a pre-workout meal, like having like some like quick sugars. That's all you like really want is have quick sugars before your meal. Your body, like when I break things down to people in terms of nutrition, people are like, oh, you'll look different. It's like your body breaks down the food and then takes like the molecule, like, you know, the micronutrients out of it. It's not like, it's not taking a burger from McDonald's and digesting burger, and then all of a sudden you're looking like burger. It's taking out the nutrients and everything it needs, and then you're getting that energy from the breakdown of it, right? So you're gonna break down sugars no matter what. You can break down rice, you can break down rice cakes, rice or Pop-Tarts, rice or Rice Krispies, right? It's a sucrose, you know, it's all the same. Your body's gonna use it as it's supposed to use it. But if your whole diet's like that, of course it's not gonna work.
And again, bodybuilders end up on the diet that they're on because if you cut back on fat and you're doing like cardio and lifting, and when you cut back on fat, you're cutting back on calories quite a bit. Yeah. You need some sort of fuel, so then they need carbohydrates. In most cases, like having carbohydrates is a good idea to fuel the workout. Yeah. And then you can't really budge on protein. Like pretty much everyone needs needs a gramish of protein per pound of body weight. Yeah, exactly. So that's how they end up on the chicken, broccoli, and rice, right?
It's easy to digest. You're sending minimal, I would say, like off hunger cues, right? You're not spiking your sugar as much. Now, like when I'm dieting down more, I'll adjust so I have more fat than carbs, because carbs, like, you know, if you look at rice or potatoes, whatever, they're just gonna make you want more carbs. And if I want to have more satiation to me and not have those cues go off, it's harder to digest protein and fat than it's carbs. And then I'll put my carbs where I need my carbs.
The fat and the protein will last longer.
Way longer,
in terms of hunger signaling and so on. Yeah.
So when you prep, Did you prep yourself or did you have a coach?
I prepped myself for 2 years, for the last 2 shows, and then I had Greg Doucette, Neil Hill, Matt Jansen, P Tour.
Patrick Tor?
Yeah. So,
I heard Patrick Tor, he does no cheat meals, 0. I heard he's just super strict when it comes to.
Yeah, like to be honest, like my partner is a registered dietitian and a natural competitor.
Yeah.
So when I was doing my nutrition, I would be like, hey, my backup. I get like a plan from somebody. I'd be like, and she'd be like, why are you doing all of these pills? I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because he said so. It's like, you don't need all these. Like, and she's she writes like a dietitian and a competitor. So she's not like one of those.
Right.
You shouldn't do this kind of thing. It was like, why are you eating this many pills? Are you deficient in these things? Like why are you taking?
Yeah, did you know that your food has X, Y, and Z in it, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like why? Like exactly. So that was. So I had a lot of plans from a lot of like really good pro coaches, but like a lot of things they're still coaching were like very like they're very myth. They're not necessarily myth. The base of it's basic nutrition. Right. You get somebody to be able to follow shit, they'll lose fat and they'll get shredded, and you have them on steroids, it's a guarantee. Yeah. Right? And then be able to just like, mitigate things and watch, balance things out, take things that we need to, regardless. But when it came to like actual like the method behind it and the science, there was like some were very, very off. Okay. So when I did my last 2 shows, it was easier for me to like, you can't have blueberries. I remember one time I couldn't have like fruit, but I could have a cheat meal. I'm like, what? Like I can go out and have a cheat meal, but fruit's not allowed on my diet. Or like you can't have popcorn, but you can have a cheat meal. I'm like, popcorn and rice, I mean, like they're gonna, other than a little bit of fiber.
You're like, why is that the rules? They're like, shut up, just fucking do what I said.
Yeah,
You're like, okay.
It was never an actual like answer for someone. It's like, it's the bodybuilding, just live the lifestyle. It's like, that's not how it fucking works. Right? You're just trying to balance as much as you can to make sure you can follow a diet, stick to the diet, and then like listen to your actual hunger cues. I had cheat meals during my prep. What were even cheat meals? I call them, they were like meals I was like, my body feels like shit. I know it is. I know what I'm doing. I'm eating less. I'm doing a lot of exercise, yada, yada, yada. I look a certain way. I'm dragging ass. My performance sucks. My sleep sucks. I'm going to have more food today. And I would own my food, and then like that would carry me for a few days. I feel good for a few days. I'd go back to my diet, regular diet. Or before, I'd be like, shit, I just cheated. I'm fucked.
Yeah. Right. You said you were feeling a little zapped the other day, right?
Of course you are. 10 weeks out, you look like you're fucking like 6 weeks out.
Yeah, I fucking have been dragging ass lately, but...
Yeah, you shouldn't drag, like, I remember, when I first trained with Greg was like, calories in, calories out. I was eating nothing from the start, and then like masking it with like protein meals.
Yeah.
Like anabolic recipes. Like everything tasted amazing, but I was eating fucking nothing at the beginning of prep.
Yeah. Right?
And I was dragging ass at like 8 weeks. It's just like, ugh. And I remember when Neil took over, me and Flex were chatting. Mm-hmm. And when I was talking about my diet before, I was like, oh mate, no, you shouldn't probably ever feel like that until like maybe around like 6 weeks. Yeah. Like you shouldn't feel like death, because if you're feeling like death, your performance is going down. And your job is to sustain the muscle that you have on the way down to the stage. And if you're feeling like you're dragging ass, well, you're probably, number one, not burning any calories. 2, you're not fueling your body enough. So you're definitely going to lose any muscle. And if it's any new muscle, you're definitely losing that. Yeah. Right? So you shouldn't be feeling a certain way. Like, and there's dude, if you get a paper cut, you're fucked. Like, you're fine.
I suggested to him, and you'll know better than me, but I just said, maybe just bring the cows up for like 2-3 days, like bring the fats up maybe a little bit.
100, like,
and just see how that feels.
Yeah, and that's like, I do it too. Like, it's perfect. You just add one, make one change, and then see if that change is mitigating how you're feeling, right? I do it all the time. If you're feeling like shit, it's like, let's add some fats, right?
Yeah, I think that would be smarter, because I did a cheat meal, and I felt like, I was like, oh, I'm going to recover, I'm going to absorb this. I felt awful. Like I didn't sleep. I was sweating all night.
Sometimes mentally it's not worth it.
Yeah,
the anxiety that it could bring.
And what kind of cheat was it?
It was like a burger and fries.
What kind of burger and fries?
In-N-Out.
Fuck, this sucks.
Yeah.
I hate In-N-Out.
Yeah.
But
increasing my fats and stuff, because I know I feel amazing on
He's
fats.
disappointed with the cheat. That's great.
So...
Yeah,
I could have
inferior cheat.
Fats, you gotta remember, like, you're doing everything you can. Like, we're consciously as bodybuilders trying to lose as much fat and estrogen. Like the look you want on stage is that of someone who has the least amount of estrogen as you possibly can and fat, right? Yeah. So you're doing that consciously, then you have to kind of like not necessarily offset it, but like fuel yourself with the nutrient that you're flushing out, and have a more of an abundance of that. That you're finding that that balance of like when you're dieting, giving yourself enough fuel to be able to do what you're trying to do, right? Because the reason why people stall when they're dieting is because they're giving themselves way too less. And again, like your lean body mass is definitely like very high. So to sustain that, your body prioritizes your brain activity first, like your digestion first. It's not going to be like, oh, we're going to sustain our muscle before we can think right, or even just like, neurologically exist properly, right? And then what's going to happen when it has no fuel? It's like, we got a lot of biceps, get some of that from there, type thing. So you want to have that balance, right? And it doesn't mean you have to like increase your calories every single day and have cheats. It could just be like, increase that for a bit. You gotta understand too, like when your body fat is down and your overall, like, you're basically dragging ass. You're burning less calories. So you're trying to burn as much calories as you can with the least amount of energy without just trying to drag ass. And then you're like, oh, it's like when you're doing cardio, the wattage you'll put out is gonna determine how much energy you have to be able to put that wattage out. So 30 minutes can burn a certain amount of calories at its highest or its lowest, depending on how much energy you have. So if you're dragging ass and doing cardio like this, you're burning way less calories than you should be if you're just eating maybe 200 calories more in the form of fat maybe.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
So then what about people saying that having a cheat meal speeds up the metabolism? Is that a real thing, or is that just
it's not the cheat meal, it's the increase of calories in your body. Like consciously you're eating. Your body doesn't. Your body sends you cues to make sure your physical self goes and eats food. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So it doesn't know the difference between you dieting for a show or being on an island.
Right.
So when your body's in a state where your body knows stresses, cortisol, it knows, force loads, right? So when your body's like, in a deficit and you give it more food, it's like, oh, we have more food, and it starts to digest a little faster in a sense. It's taking in more food.
Right.
And then you have more energy. There's more pep in your step.
Yeah.
You have more output, and then all of a sudden you burn more calories because you gave yourself a little more coal in your loquimotive. That makes any sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
In the grand scheme of things, you're still in a deficit. If you're eating 2,000 calories a day, and 2,000 calories a day equates to like a, say, 500 calorie deficit. Yeah. And then one of those days you have 500 calories. It doesn't mean you're in a surplus. You're still in a deficit. You're just giving yourself more energy to burn more fat.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Damn.
But you have to get there with you are probably there. But I feel like if you have a good amount of fat in your body, there's no point of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of useless.
Yeah. Because it's not like, I know I'm still eating a good amount. I'm eating like,
how many calories?
Like over 3,000 calories still.
Jeez. How much cardio are you doing?
I'm doing cardio 4 times a week, 20 minutes.
And that's what you look like?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I also do walks. I do 10-minute walks.
That doesn't matter.
I get a lot of steps, like 20K a day, but cardio itself just 4 times a week. But I feel fucking hungry. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Well,
I'm not doing that much.
What's your breakdown?
You work in a warehouse all day long.
Oh, you're doing that kind of walking. Oh, you're high activity.
20K steps a day, yeah.
Oh, okay. You didn't say you said just doing walking. You didn't say you're.
Oh yeah, 20K steps.
20K. I do that at a festival, bro. I'm doing like 35 steps, dog. It's like you're burning calories.
Would you? Okay, if you're.
You would need to increase your calories for sure. You're not doing regular ass work.
Do you count? Because I know Mike Isertel counts steps. Is that because in my mind, I don't know. I think I just stress. It doesn't feel the same, so I don't count it as the same thing. But steps compared to me going to the gym and doing cardio, is that the same?
See, I'll tell you one thing I love about Mike, and one thing I know for sure that he could have done more. He could have done more cardio. 100%.
Yeah, because he's not big.
He could have done more cardio. And it depends what kind of steps you're doing. Like if you're doing 20K steps, you're already like above weight, like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Right, but you're not doing 20K steps just kind of like walking back and forth. You're moving shit around.
Right.
So your 20K steps isn't like, going for a nice little yonder.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to there has to be in the front of your mind with your prep for sure.
Right.
Definitely. It's almost like that should allow you to do even minimum amount of cardio. I would say like if that's the case, I'd be like, you're doing what? How much cardio? 4 days a week? How many minutes?
Yeah, 20.
I'd be doing like fucking 10. Well, I have a guy, a coach. He's like yourself. He's big as fuck, classic guy, lean. We don't do any cardio. We start off with like his diet, and then I'll add a day of 10 minutes.
Damn.
And then it'll be like, it's stalled, and I'll see you changes from that.
Yeah.
We'll do like, all right, 3 times a week now, 10 minutes every, you know what I mean? And we'll increase that. So as we get to the point where we need to add more,
I see.
by the time at the end, we're only doing maybe an hour of cardio, and that hour of cardio maybe is doing a lot.
That makes sense. So you're basically just saving it throughout the prep so that it works better? Is that what you're saying?
You can also try and get as much fat as you can off in the start, which you're in a great spot. You're in an amazing spot.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. We should be posing actually.
Yeah. We should do one more superset or something and then pose down. Actually,
So close.
All right, I gotta change my underwear
Shoulders.
because these don't fit.
What are you getting? Trunks? Posing trunks?
No, just different underwear.
I was gonna say, people were like, man, check his glutes, bro. Yo, his glutes are striated, man. Like, it's like, wait a minute. All right, go into your front, relax.
See, I smell terrible. See, I don't even really.
Look at that, man. I can move, right?
I don't even know a lot of these, to be honest.
What? You know what? What?
Any of the poses.
What?
What do you mean?
I've done one show.
Oh, well, then, okay, so you need to focus on posing more than anything else.
Yeah.
That's your skill. Right, you played sports before?
Yeah, baseball.
Okay, what's your skill in baseball?
Center field.
Okay, so you had to learn how to catch, right?
Yep, and run.
Same thing with bodybuilding. You get judged on your posing, not on your lifting. Do your go front, relax.
This one, right?
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, if you just do a little bit of a pellet tilt, not too much, but if you just doing this, brings out this muscle without working.
Okay.
Right? Just doing this. Yeah, just doing that, and then flex. Yeah, let's relax. There you go. Now open it. So you don't open it here. Think about like pretend there's a hook on your chest, and then someone's holding you from the hook.
Okay.
Or try and touch my hand with your chest. There you go.
Oh.
There. See how much wider you are, right? And we want to see more of these. So let your shoulder roll forward a bit so we can see more lat. Not too much there. Push from here, not from here. So don't do this. Do this. Push out. Right, like you do on our row. There you go.
Ooh.
Bend from here.
I smell terrible. I'm sorry.
Sorry. And here, open from here. Right? You're this way, not this. The judges are down here. Right? So if
Right.
I'm here, not here.
Okay.
So then we're being up over the judges this way. Yeah.
Wait, so
go from floor to core. Make sure your feet are right. You don't have to be so spread apart. So go go here. There you go. Pulling a little more. There you go. Now open your hips and hips back. Externally rotate. Do legs first. Don't worry about here.
up here?
Legs first. Don't worry about here.
Okay.
There you go. Turn your legs on. Push it back. There. Hold that. Get used to holding that.
Okay.
Good. Now from here, just grow. Breathe into the stomach, into the ear. Do it more. Bring it more air in. Don't stop it. Bring that air from here all the way to your neck. There you go. Now breathe from there. Breathe from here to here. Try to calm it down. There you go. Good. That better. Now just tilt from the ankles a little bit like that. Just tilt like this a bit.
Okay.
Right? Almost like you feel the weight going onto your toes a little bit. So lean from your ankles. Hit it, stick it. Relax. There you go. Up. Do it again. Pull up. Good. Set. Good. Open here. There you go. Angles. Good quarter turn. To your right.
I have to do this one. This side sucks.
I doesn't. Here, put your foot up. There you go. Squeeze your glutes together. Squeeze your feet together. There you go. Squeeze everything together. There you go. But now, instead of like, no, go into it, I just want to see it going. So do like a thing you're doing a trap bar, right? Blow your air out. Yeah, there. Right, so blow the air out and you want this, there you go. And I'll tilt more here. You want to have this shoulder, like twisting.
Mm-hmm.
It should be able to look, I think of like a barrel down your arm. I should be able to see it on my shoulder this way, right? So you need to be like, see how much more we get. Do it again, breathe the air out and turn. There you go, look straight. There. Tilt more, there you go. Blow more. Good, look this way. There you go. Keep moving, keep pulling, keep pulling. There you go. Shoulder down, there you go. Good.
Okay, can I show you this side now?
Yeah. You gotta show me all four, I mean, so.
Okay.
But it's the same
glutes
thing.
out. Wait, okay, no. So.
Good. Do the same thing again. That's really good. Do the same. Blow it all out first. Blow it out. Blow it out. There you go. You're used to looking this way, right? Because look at your shoulder. You're wider than I am, right? If you're here, I'm wider here.
Right.
Right? The more you do this, the smaller you get.
Okay.
I want to see a V taper from every angle, from here to here to here to here.
Okay.
You need to be from here. Don't think about like just abs here. Think wide.
Okay. Okay.
Reach that front arm in front, shoulder, right in front of you. Twist from the core, not from your shoulders. All right, do it again. Twist them here. You feel your weight pulling. Push it in here. There you go. Now pull more. There you go. That's better. Good. Front of bicep. Oh. Do it again. Don't be so quick. Make sure both legs come out. If you're gonna do this, make sure your hips are in right away. That back leg goes from like being 8 weeks out to no weeks out.
Okay.
Or I would say 16 weeks out. So make sure you get your hips back so I can still see that. Don't be so quick to get here.
So, okay, wait.
So plant. So see this, what hips back still. So I get that. So you're gonna put that weight back in like this. There.
And then,
There. On this foot a little more. Put a weight on this. There you go. There, from there. Good. Don't lean here. You can be here or stop here.
okay.
Right, I'm still from here across. I'm not doing this. Let the hips go where they are. Flex. Open.
Okay.
There. There. I want to see this. I don't want to see this.
Okay.
I lose it. There you go. Do it again. Put this foot sideways instead. Instead of being over here, put it this way. Do the same thing. Just line it up from, there you go. Bend this leg a little tiny bit. There you go.
Okay.
Sit in that.
And then,
Straight up. There. Hold up. Hold up. Can you touch your hands, your head with your fingers? Like this. There you go. Now relax your chest. There. Do it again. Roll into it. Don't flex into it.
okay.
Roll into it, then flex. There. Hit it and stick it. Do it again. When I mean hit and stick it, see how I just stick there? I'm not.
Okay.
Open it. There. Here, way more. Lat spread. Feet first. Lower core. Pin these back a little more. If I can see my fists, I'm rolling too much this way. Here. All right, so do it again. Don't lean back. Judges down this way.
Okay.
So I'm here, over top, not here.
Okay. So,
Good. Punch your sides and pull them in. There you go. Now Now fight this with pulling your chest up as high as you can. There you go.
Oh, I see.
Fight that, right? But again, I see my elbows are curving more this way.
Yeah.
The more you pull back this, and then do this, the wider it goes without. There you go. Good. Back.
Whew.
Bring those
Back
hamstrings
double?
out. Bring those hamstrings out. So try to lift this foot up. Right. Try to lift it up by dragging your foot.
So is it this way or this way?
It's gonna be like this, but you're gonna think about this. Hey, watch.
Okay.
I'm telling you this, but I'm not.
Okay. Gotcha.
Reach it back. Don't lean back as much. There you go. Same thing with your back double, because you still want to have this. There you go. There, now push down on this. There. There you go. Relax. Do it like this. Watch this. Follow me. Do it again. I want you to reach your hands out to the side like this, as far as you can. There you go. Make sure they're flat. Now I want you to go palms up now. You feel a sting here?
Yeah.
Okay, keep it trying to reach it as much as you can. There you go. Now from there, bend in from your elbows. There. Good. That's right. Your front is your back is your front. Your front is your back is your front. So do your front back relax like you're doing your front relax. The only difference is your legs are going to be staggered. So sorry, your back lat spread.
Oh, back lat spread.
Here, just think you're still doing it this way.
Okay.
Pin those hands back far. There you go. All right, do this again. Don't make it so hard for yourself. Watch. Let's go here. Roll this. And open it. And chest up. All you're doing is rolling this fist. Do this and I'll naturally just pull this part out.
Okay.
So you're doing here.
Okay.
Roll. Yeah. There, take your time. Relax again, relax. Don't flex so much during. Get into your pose.
Okay.
Flow into your pose and then flex after. You're lean, so you don't have to do anything to see your muscles move.
Okay.
Right? So all you have to do is get yourself to naturally get your hands back. Right? See how I'm pinning my hand here?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to roll so my fists are flush on my side and I'm pull my chest up. Okay. And that's going to keep my shoulders down. You're kind of doing this.
Right. Okay.
Good. Do me a favor. Don't worry about these pants. I want you to grab back. Do it again. Grab back here.
Yeah.
Thumb. And those rolled like this. There.
Oh.
That's it. See what happened there?
Yeah.
Just like that. Do it again. Remember what that feels like.
Yeah, that was hard. Yeah, that's fuck.
Right? So I like to do is like, don't make a thumb. Make like little nubs that stick there. Don't let them do this. Because when that happens, it goes like this and you end up doing this thing and the fists look at each other.
Right.
I'm doing this and then I'm pegging this part here on like that tailbone part.
Right.
And I'm leaving it there. And then I'm rolling my fist like this.
Okay.
Right? And then I feel a crazy stretch up here. That means it's stretched. That means it's flat. It's not. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So make little thumbs. Pin them back. Even further. There you go. Now just roll that. There. Now chest straight up. There you go. Way better. Yeah. Nice.
Whew.
Remember what that feels like.
That feels way better. I just don't know. I need to practice that to mimic what you're forcing me to do. Cause
yeah, if you got the bands,
bands.
Here you go. That's what I used to do all the time. And it feels close enough. I just do this, and then I sit back.
Okay.
I was kind of lean, and I put tension on it because if I don't, I'm gonna hurt my shoulder. But I say a little tension. Just do this.
Damn, you gotta show that to Mark because Mark has trouble engaging his lats. Mark.
What are you doing?
An exercise to help you.
That's genius.
Yeah.
A lat spread.
Yeah. So I do for open up. Yeah. Just naturally push you into position.
I mean, just for the.
Just for shoulder.
Yeah, for the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like not
Put in your elbow. And I'm not flexing then.
Oh, but that's great. And like it helps. The cool thing too is like a lot of people don't even have the mobility to do that.
Yeah.
So help them build mobility skills. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, put your elbow kind of back, like where someone who's like more stuck. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see the difference. So
I do this.
he's right here, and there's obviously there's still tons of muscle there, but he can't. He's not allowed to show that, dude.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what.
I thought you had your.
Go on this side.
Yeah, just so you're not dodging this thing. Because you got to be close to it.
You want to take a second and just chuck that on Nsima, just in case you
okay.
or ask him questions or whatever.
No, I think what you just showed here is amazing because I know when I've worked with people on posing, the lat spread is one of the hardest things to get them to be able to learn how to queue up, especially if they do not know how to do that. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, instead of relax. Yeah, you can feel like pull.
Yeah.
And then you work on that. Now fight your elbow back and then chest up.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, your back's like open as hell.
Yeah.
And then it's just trying to like see your roll here. You want this. If this is flat, then this is gonna. You want this flat there.
Yeah.
And then you can just have that kind of fight with it. And work on like you're far out.
Oh.
I have it a little less.
Get closer.
Yeah. Because I want to do less. I don't want to have it pull me as much than.
Yeah, it's magnetic.
You wearing a Lulu?
Yep.
Did you just come up to friends?
Yeah, dude, I only wear Lulu. It's too comfortable, bro. It's too comfortable.
Headband's Lulu, socks Lulu, underwear Lulu.
Whew. No, this is a great fucking cue.
Yeah. And you're full through here.
Yeah. Whew. That turns on all of that too when you get.
Yeah.
Whew, that's nice, dude. Do you do anything else to help people get into certain poses with bands, or is it mainly the lat spread? Because that's fucking. That's money. I've never seen that before.
That one mostly, or if I wanted like these ones, if I just want them to feel their lats, just doing this.
Yeah.
But that one mostly has been the one just for, because most people can't do it.
Uh-huh.
So you get him to do this. I got him to do it just earlier.
Yeah.
Just like showing him where to put his hands and like try this.
Yeah.
But it's I've been trying. I did other ones with the bands for like my own self for doing like my hips and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Just to like, I got one where it's like it's. I'm like, oh, I should have made a fucking book, but
You still can.
I used to not be able to do this, so I go like this. Now there it's easier. Like this.
Oh, shit.
So I can.
So you're feeling that in your glute, huh?
Those people who can't
Yeah.
feel this can, work this.
And then you can push against it to.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
So I just did this. Or like this basic. Cause I used to when I was way bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Jesus.
I just do these and then I like creep up over this.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like pull. I was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do.
What are your 270? You weren't 270 on stage, were you? That was like
230. 230.
230. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's like you 270 on stage. That's disgusting.
Yeah.